Hello and welcome here. The Season 9 opener of The Flash dabbles with well-worn storytelling tropes and recurring themes, demonstrating to viewers how little Barry has truly changed in the past 9 years. However, this episode shows there is at least some entertainment value in having our hero race past well-known obstacles once more, even though it often feels like we're the ones trapped in a time loop and witnessing the same event over and over. After Season 8's perplexing final battle with Reverse Flash, Wednesday Ever After takes up around a week later, with Barry and Iris ready to resume their normal routines. After Season 8's relentless stream of story twists, this episode's rather back-to-basics approach ends up feeling very refreshing. The Flash has entirely gone off the rails in terms of narrative and the emphasis on the several speed forces and other forces of the Arrowverse, despite the fact that the show's current period of showrunner Eric Wallace has managed to right the ship in terms of tone and comedy. It's fortunate that Season 9 kicks off with a less dramatic and humorous episode than its long-overdue comeback. Not that the first installment is that creative. Time loops have been used as a story element several times dating all the way back to Season 1, along with the unavoidable Groundhog Day illusions, and this episode is just the most recent example. Wednesday Ever After pretty nearly follows the script to the letter, right down to the mid-episode montage of failures as Barry tries to escape his most recent jam. Whether or not this newest misadventure was predictable, it still had some amusing elements. Watching our heroes get drawn into these circumstances and attempt to escape never quite gets tiresome. It's entertaining to see specific interactions between Barry and the supporting characters develop differently each time, and a subplot regarding Chester's readiness to tackle the time loop issue even contains a welcome dose of black comedy. The primary problem with this week's scenario is that it compels Barry to revert to his tried and true character arc. Because of his obsession with protecting Iris and the people he cares about, he ends up in a situation that can only be resolved by falling in love and taking off quickly. The fact that this is the 9th season opener just serves to highlight how little Barry has changed over the years. He continues to make the same errors and has to relearn the same lessons. He has, in some senses, been stuck in a time loop for a very long time. Another unfortunate aspect of the format is that Richard Harmon's Captain Boomerang from the 100 doesn't have much of a chance to act as this week's villain. Even while it's great to see Boomerang in any form return to the Arrowverse, he serves mostly as a story device. The character's goals and history are only hinted at briefly. Due to the very nature of the plot, Flash and Boomerang's single encounter is constantly recreated, preventing any real progress in their conflict. The sole positive aspect of this episode is that it gives potential for the character to grow during the next 12 episodes leading up to the conclusion. Despite being light and fluffy, this episode also provides just enough evidence of Season 9's influence to warrant continuing. Before it becomes apparent that oddity is the objective, the opening sequence strikes a strange and rather corny note. The concluding moments, in contrast, indulge in a number of significant story twists and reveal who the upcoming formidable antagonist in Central City will be. That revelation alone is enough to give the story some fresh energy. The Flash may have discovered the angle it needs to complete its run in peak shape once more after suffering so greatly in the villain area these last couple of years. So the final conclusion is that The Flash's Wednesday Ever After isn't the show's best season premiere. How could it be when this episode is guilty of going back to a well that has appeared throughout the entire series? The Season 9 debut is entertaining despite its predictability and underutilized villain because of its lighter, funnier tone and a few standout scenes with the supporting characters. And more crucially, this episode gives away enough information about the show's future course that even lapsed viewers would want to tune in and watch Barry Allen's final race. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.